Since it's October, here is a spooky science rule about evolution. I'm not scared of ghosts, but I am scared of invisible parasites hiding inside of my body. Parasites of a host can get bigger as that host species evolves also to be bigger. If a bird has a tick, then gets bigger on an island, then that tick will also get bigger. This is a pretty terrifying rule when you start to think about all the different types of parasites there are. Like the isopod that cuts off fish's tongues and then grows as a tongue to just steal food in its side of its mouth. What will be worse if that isopod migrated over to the largest fish species in history, which was the Leadsichthys. I'm not saying there would be a giant insect living inside that mouth, but there would be a giant insect living inside that mouth. But one of the most terrifying ectoparasites to me is the oxpecker bird. Oxpecker birds protect animals like rhinos, giraffes, elephants by eating the ticks and other parasites off of their bodies. However, they also like to keep wounds open to suck on their blood. This is a behavior of a protoparasite, and it would be almost terrifying if we imagine what the largest of its hosts might be. In comes the Paraceratherium, one of the largest mammals in history. What if we took these protoparasitic birds and made them just a little bit bigger and a little more scary? They might get pretty big if they follow the same size as the Paraceratherium. Like this. Oh my god. No way. What is that? This green goblin is basically what the oxpecker bird would look like. Studies that show us what colors birds would be based on their environment and diet, and they would actually have a little bit of green in them. Look like spooky parrots. If penguins were Dr. Jekyll, this is the Mr. Hyde. This is if a vampire went back in time and bit the dodo bird. Oxpecker birds even have spikes and claws to better hold onto the animals that they're feeding on, and I think that that would make this monster even more terrifying. I want to look at it. I don't want to look at it anymore. Turn it away. Turn it off. As Paraceratherium started to die out and go extinct, these animals might be a little more territorial and a little more aggressive. But you don't have to worry about these guys because they are, one, not real, and two, you wouldn't have to run until you heard them making some sort of dominance call. Oh, like that. That is the warning display. We need to go. We should go out of here. We should get out of here. That's if zombies had chickens.